We are live.
We are live. I wonder if that light is too much, the overhead. Wrong one.
Oh. Leave this one on?
Yeah. Please.
That better?
I think so. Yeah. Hello from Houston. Is it Selena or Salina? Is that your puppy? Stop.
What?
That little, I can't. Okay.
Selena.
Selena. Well, hello. How are you?
And you were the first one to jump on. We've got a few more people that were supposed to be jumping on right at 1 o'clock.
It's Saturday. People are busy. People could be sleepy.
I'm sleepy.
I am too.
So, Selena, are you thinking of going over abroad? Not at the moment, but it's a dream of mine. It's definitely a dream of ours. First, we were trying to go to Italy. Now we got plan B, going to France. And I think France is probably the best choice that we made.
I think so too.
My hat looks like it's off. It's that side.
Absolutely no difference.
I can't get it.
There's no
Oh,
difference.
well.
Oh my gosh. What's the weather down there like that for you in Houston today? Sorry, I stuttered all through that question. It's beautiful here today.
Yeah, it's been storming the last several days.
Yeah, but it's really nice today. It's 68 out there right now. It's beautiful. '84. That's one thing about us Texans. We think 84 is
Nice.
nice.
A lot of people think that it's hot.
Rufus Reloaded. Hello. Taxes are probably lower in France. Starts at 30% in Italy. Yeah, but they also have that 7% flat tax in some of those zones. But yes, I think. But then if you do that, you're limited to those zones, which are the earthquake zones in Italy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So you're not limited in France. And they don't tax your Social Security or retirement. So that's a bonus, whereas Italy does.
Well, and you also depending on other things too. It's just like, at 65, you don't have to take the language test.
Yeah, but.
And then you also don't have to. Well, where we're at, we don't have to take a test for a driver's license.
Hello, Brian from Seattle. How are you? Is it beautiful there? I bet y'all have beautiful weather right now.
I bet it's overcast, cloudy.
But it's raining. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends that are in Seattle, and They always tell me it's always cloudy there, always overcast.
It's been great. Thanks. It's been nice. Well, good. Good. Yeah, it's been raining a lot lately, but it's beautiful today. Bonjour, Mohaka. Hello, welcome. Bonjour. I think that's about the only French word I can say. Au revoir. That's not true. I can say a few more. Just take it a minute for everybody to
Jump in.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing today? Brian, we're good. Thank you. Y'all have been big plans for the weekend?
I tell you what, I know I'm doing a lot better. I'm starting my days off right now. Give me 4 days off this week.
Not me.
I'm so glad. They about worked our butts off the last several days.
Gotta love the county.
Just to go around my whole district area that I cover, I can easily put 100 miles on my car just going one pass through the whole top part of my county that I cover.
Lolly G, hi from Albuquerque. Watching F1 this weekend. What's F1? Working on your garden. I need to do some stuff in my garden. That Matt has put a woe halt to my buying right now.
Yes.
I have a really bad problem with flowers and plants. Mohaka, I'm a Frenchman living in Kentucky. Lots of rain here, and both my kids have a cold, so taking the day slow. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Formula One. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, okay.
Mohaka, what do you think about Kentucky as compared to France? That's a culture difference. Just saying. I have never, for some reason, gotten into racing. I always think, especially like in NASCAR.
I like NASCAR. I've been to 3 races, and all of them out there in the Dallas-Fort Worth. And TV does not do those races justice.
No.
You've seen them things in person, and it's a blast.
I told Matt to make it interesting, they ought to make them go in the opposite direction every other lap. Now that would be something to watch. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain lately. I'm glad that's over for a little bit.
Yeah, all the days that I was working, it was raining, muddy and raining. I almost got my vehicle stuck yesterday on a county road trying to find a guy, and then get up this morning and it's bright and sunny and good weather out.
It's beautiful.
It's got sunny just in time so I can mow the grass.
We're having a very slow weekend.
It was nice to sit around this morning and not do a thing.
Yes, that's true, but I really like it here just south of Cincinnati in a somewhat rural area. It reminds me of my native southwest of France. Never would have imagined that, to be
Especially
honest.
up there near Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean, I went through there. I wasn't impressed with Cincinnati.
I got into it from watching Drive to Survive on Netflix. Okay.
Some of the places out here, you got to drive to survive or
Isn't that
survive
the
to
truth?
drive. One of the
Isn't
two.
that the truth? Solana, you probably know that coming from Houston. You probably feel like you're driving Formula One every day.
I do not like to go down to Houston. It's my little brother lives down there, and it's the traffic. I would prefer just to stay up north. I'd rather go through Dallas traffic than I would Houston traffic.
Well, at least you don't have to take 35 going down there because that's been under construction since I was little, I think. It's still not.
Yeah.
Nowhere near.
But there's back ways to take that you can get around the actual city.
Houston traffic is getting so bad.
No, it's been bad.
It's been so bad. I had a flat going through downtown Houston. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that I was flat.
Yeah, she's driving. What was your speed? You were doing
The speed limit.
You were not. You were doing faster than that.
Called Matt. I said I may or may not have been speeding. The special ed teacher. Hi, Sheila, joining from New Hampshire. Well, welcome. How are you? The Nightmare on 290.
I believe that.
I do like that Hardy Toll Road though, because wherever I needed to go, we could just totally bypass downtown.
And if y'all noticed a balloon behind her head, it was her birthday yesterday.
Woo-hoo. Another year younger.
She's catching up to me.
No. No, I'm not. Thank you, Brian. Hey. Oh, guys on. Hello.
Howdy.
How are you? You've been quiet lately. How is it in Thailand? It's got to be better than where we are.
Anything's better than where we are.
Honey, will you please move that? Because I'm going to keep hitting it and it's going to fall.
Yes.
Yes, please. Oh, okay, I understand, but after a while, we learned to appreciate the place. Most people are incredibly welcoming. I used to live in Chicago, a beautiful city, but the winters were brutal. Yes. Yes, Chicago gets very cold winters.
That's why they call it the Windy City.
Okay, I'm doing great. Nice chat to Super Matt. Oh my gosh. You should see the one I made this morning. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's more realistic, and
AI is an amazing thing.
We were having fun with it this morning. I asked her if she could make an actual AI of me in Batman form.
Oh my gosh, it's so
but
funny.
She sort of did a country Batman. And that it'll probably be shown.
Oh, of course it will.
I've got a picture of it. I could probably show it on my. No, I'll wait. I'm not going to spoil it.
Sounds Superman. That sounds like a new show in the making. Well, we were talking on the last live. People were talking about sending Matt some snacks from France to try out. That might be a new. If it happens, that would be a nice periodic.
Yeah. So
video.
We had a couple people ask last time on the live chat if.
Selena, thank you. Enjoy Costco.
They asked if we had a PO box, and we just got one because they were wanting to send me some snacks from France to try, or they said us, but we were thinking that what we might do is if we are sent some, that I'm going to do it live on camera. I'm going to try them all live on camera. But the only thing I'm hoping is it's not nothing like. Well, I don't know. I'll try anything. I'm easy.
Diane's not. A cool new segment, Matt Snacks. Yes. Yeah. Matt Man Snacks. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that was my nickname. Working at the sheriff's office is Matt Man. I'm Matt Man.
Sound like Insidious. But yeah, we'll see if they send him some, because that would be interesting, because he's not good at his face will show it. That's all I have to say.
If I don't like it, you'll notice it as soon as I taste it.
He can't hide it very well.
Now I don't do a lot of the, like some of these other people is that do not. They better not send me any kind of like what was that Stroman or that fish stuff that's pressurized in that can. That's going to be a definite no-go. I've seen too many people dry hurling on the camera on it, and I'm not going to do that on camera.
Or the hot stuff that.
But no, I'll try some hot.
Your
some
mom at Easter.
My mom did.
Oh my
did some
gosh!
hot stuff. I couldn't believe she.
Y'all
did
were
it.
like, stop! No! She didn't care. She did it. And then she said it wasn't bad.
Yeah. My mom was trying some real hot stuff at Easter. I mean, it was hilarious.
No, Matt Man. And now you can say, watch us next week. Same Matt time. Same
Matt channel.
Oh my gosh.
It's sort of like one of the videos that we were doing. I was doing a punch thing, and Diane threw some whenever I threw the punches.
Only because I couldn't find the pew pew. It can't be the Matt show. It has to be the George show. The comments we get about George.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of comments about George, our crotchety little dog.
He's so hateful. He's so hateful.
We had to, before we started this, we had to close the front door so that he didn't try to eat everybody that
He tried to eat two little Jehovah's Witnesses ladies at the front door a while ago. He's so hateful.
I was back getting cleaned up, and I heard him just going nuts at the front door. And it was two Jehovah's Witness ladies that were there, older.
Sweet little old ladies. Matt. George was going to come through the door at him. He looks cute. He's not. He woke Matt up. But he started like 3 o'clock this morning.
He started at 3:30 this morning trying to get me out of bed. He wanted his
snack at 3:30 this morning. He's rude.
Well, he's used to me getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, or a little bit before that, whenever I go to work. And on my days off, he doesn't understand. I want to sleep. So if you were to say now, what are your 3 favorite and most promising retirement places? Cool that you can keep finding new spots.
So funny you should say that. So Normandy and Brittany are high on the list.
Very high.
We did a video which will come out next week on the Rhone Alps.
Okay, the Rhone Alps
area. Oh my gosh!
And it's actually pretty decent to where it's not going to bust your budget.
It's so beautiful,
and it's right there on the border of Italy and Sweden. I mean, it's nice.
It's really pretty. And then we just did one on Oxitani. Well, yeah, it came out yesterday, and it's pretty too. I can't decide.
It's like I said, every time we start to look, because right now we're going through all the regions, and every time we go to a new region, we're like, oh my gosh, really? This is ridiculous.
I'm never going to be able to decide. George is awesome. He should have his own channel. No, he should not. He's hateful.
He'd probably hack for everybody.
He's so hateful and old.
Hey, George. Come here.
Oh, well, here he is.
Come here. Come here.
Your fans want to say hi.
Come here. Come here.
When you want to pick him up, he just freezes. He's like, and he makes you pick him up.
Oh. No. Here's George.
George, they said you should have your own channel. You need a bath and you need a haircut. What do you? No, George. Well, you just holding on to your dad. You scared?
Oh, he needs some mouthwash too.
Yeah. Poor
Okay,
George.
you can go. He's gonna go eat. No.
Oh my gosh. Hateful.
Yeah, we've still got we've still got certain places we still like. I mean, like she said, Brittany and Normandy, and
Especially Normandy.
we're looking also down south too. But we're working our way back up north right now, and it gets real hard sometimes.
Went to Italy and Sweden. The whole border region is great. I went to France across the river from Germany, and it was awesome. It's also beautiful. Hey, Brittany.
Super George.
I made a superhero thing out of George too. Hi, Patricia. Kind of new. What's your time frame for the move? We got a few years. So we got to retire first.
Yeah, we're actually gonna try to go out there this next year, whenever she's able to get her sabbatical. I think last time we were on live, I explained that I was going to try to get off, and we're going to try to go out there for about a month. And my sergeant said that he doesn't think that they'll okay it, but I told him they'll have to deal with my wife.
They don't want that.
And I mean, they gave me about almost a month off whenever we went to Italy, and that was fun.
I love Normandy. The history is incredible. It is. It's just beautiful and surprisingly affordable.
Yeah.
It sounded like a commercial just then, but yeah, I mean it.
Well, we watched that one house this morning. There was a house up in Normandy this morning for $179,000, and this place was nice.
It was really cute. Haley's here too. Haley's incognito. Haley, you just missed your dog. He said hi to his fans.
Yeah, I would personally, I would like to retire a whole lot earlier, but I don't think I'm going to get to. I'm still retiring early. I just would like to do it earlier than early.
Wouldn't we all?
I've spent a lot of years in law enforcement right now.
Haley, you ready to go eat some Mexican food? I am.
We're going to take Diane out to a birthday dinner tonight over to Tamales.
You know how you just have, well, I don't know where everybody is, but you just have that one Mexican restaurant in your town that is just.
We got a couple. It's just, even my mom loves tamales.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's okay. I don't mind.
Time frame. We got a few years. Is our time frame. Tamales.
Yeah, if we can go this next year, we're going to spend a month out there, looking to see what areas we really like, and then that's going to give us a couple more years, like maybe 2 or 3, and we're going to try to sell everything out here, and then go from there. Hopefully, we would love to just be able to go out there and pay for a house and pay it off right off the bat.
Yeah, but well, it's going to have to be something that we just can't live without for us to do that.
And a lot of people have said that, which I believe them after looking at it all, is people that are out there in France, they say that a month is not long enough. They say you have to at least stay a year to see how you really like it.
George has a staring problem.
Where is he?
He's right there.
Oh, at least he's staring at you, not me.
Dog has got the worst staring problem. George,
He
he just
is-
winked.
He's standing at the back door looking at Diane and winking.
Mm-mm. So hateful. He's now walked up to my chair and is staring. Look at your dog.
What does he want?
I don't know.
What do you want? It's almost like he's waiting for his, his TREAT.
I'm not hating on George. He's just being rude, and right now he's staring. Retire boldly. Hello, guys. We watched your video just a few minutes ago. You'll take George? He can come live in our doggy commune with our hateful dogs. I don't know that your dogs are as hateful as George can be. Patricia, a local Frenchman, recommend going in the winter when it's the dreariest to decide. You know what? I don't mind a dreary day. Or well, there's something wrong with me. I like it. Heather said George wants to be in the live. He does until you get him up here, and then he's like,
then he looks like he's stage fright,
he's literally sitting here staring at me right now.
wagging his tail.
He just wants to be included.
Come here.
Haley, he can be included in your household.
Oh, look at him. He just froze up. She reached down to get him, and he froze up.
There you go. Look at your dog, Haley.
He's like, thank you. I need to get my time on the camera.
You have to take your time. It takes a while to adjust in a new country. Yes, especially if you don't speak the language well, but you'll learn quickly, especially if you're motivated. Yeah.
We're definitely motivated.
Heather said, looks like Arbella. A dreary day is a lot different than a dreary month or two. Yeah. Yeah. What a sweet puppy. No, he's not. No, he's not. What is your level of French speaking skills, or the lack thereof? We're just learning.
Well, when you're not around it, 24/7, it's really hard to learn that language on just Babbel and Duo.
We'll get there.
And like I've said before, I can read it. I can read like sentences and pick out words and figure out what it says. Saying it, I'm still having fun on that one. And I don't consider my French speaking skills a level. It's not even gotten to a level yet.
It takes me a long time to learn something new. Me too.
Yes. Especially when you're old.
Went through the haters about retiring. I said I was retiring from my job, not my life. True faith, do what makes you happy. Yep. And we had a bunch.
We had so much support
this time.
Yeah. Right after we did that video, people just came out, and we were bombarded, and I think we answered every single message or comment that came through. But everyone was nice, encouraging, and supportive and welcoming.
Watching a YouTuber, Jeff the Expat. Yes, we know who he is. From US, he's down in Perpignan. Have you guys been down to that part of France? And he is renting to see how he likes it. No, we have not been. I don't know that would be a spot that I would want to be in, Perpignan. I don't know.
That's where what's her name's at?
Well, no, not anymore.
Unicorn Girl?
No, she's not. She's in Dijon right now.
Oh.
Still maybe in about 3 months? No, about years. Yeah, we're not going that soon.
Well, I wish it was that soon. I know.
And understanding when spoken to is a whole other level. Yes. It's great to take lessons from the U.S., but the language will really come once you live here. Yeah, yes, I've heard that. It takes time, especially at a certain age. You calling me old? Just kidding.
No, they're calling me the old one.
Do you have your visas already in your arrival? No, not yet, because you got to apply 90 days ahead, and we're not close to that yet.
We've got our passports and stuff if we want to go over there, but no visas right now.
Miss Artie Chan, we are retiring to Portugal in a few years and are taking Portuguese lessons on Zoom. There you go. Portugal's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Are you done? Can I put you down?
George?
Will you go visit before? Yes, we're going to go spend a month out there. Hopefully next year.
Hopefully this next year we're going to go because she's going to get her sabbatical from work, and I'll be taking about a month off from my job. Oh, yes.
Hey, George, where's Haley? Where's Haley? Is she here?
Is she watching you on camera?
Where's Haley? Where's she? Will you go? Oh, okay. Yes. Where's she? Where's Haley? Haley, do you see that? He's looking for you. Poor baby.
He ain't no poor baby. He's an old man.
Where's Haley? He's going to be looking for her.
We may be over there before you get there. Loved your oxytonic video.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm jealous if you get to go that soon.
People keep saying that they're going over there before us and everything. I mean,
Stop.
it makes me jealous. If I could just come into some big money, walk into my work, hand them my badge and say, I'm out.
Might have missed earlier in the chat. What are your favorite areas so far?
Brittany and Normandy.
What do I do with my hands? Brittany, Normandy, Burgundy.
Well, I think it was the Haute-Vienne and Dordogne area we liked a lot.
Yeah. But right now, Normandy and Brittany are at the top of the list.
Yeah.
I'm 45 years old. I've been in the U.S. for almost 8 years. And even though my English is good, I still have a strong French accent. It's impossible to lose. It's impossible to get. Those R's. What? That's hard. George doesn't know what to do with his hands. There they are. Jeez. Historical Brittany. Yes, that's the one, Brittany.
Well, at least I'll tell you what. At least he can speak English, and you can speak English and you can speak French. So I mean, you've got it going there. Whether it's broken English or what, at least you can do it.
Brittany looks good. So many peaches. Yep. Okay, I'm putting you down. Don't go over there and start staring at me either. There you go.
Yeah, I like to me anywhere in Brittany or Normandy, whether it's right there on the coast or inland, I don't care. It all looks nice. Keep crying.
Oh, Brittany.
What was that?
Oh my gosh. Haley, come get your dog.
She put him down and he went over here and
Now he's staring.
he got a little excited and sort of jumped around, and now he's just sitting here staring at Diane. Well, at least he's not over here like he does whenever he's trying to wake me up.
Y'all both need to actively stop. Talking to my kids, y'all.
Yeah, there's a few places in France, and it's mainly the big city areas that I don't care for, or I mean, I don't mind them, but I wouldn't live there. Like places like Paris and stuff like that. It's just that's too big for me.
Nice.
I'd like one of the smaller towns or villages inside one of the departments.
What?
The guy who just won the lottery from, yeah, I heard about him getting thrown in jail because he assaulted a police officer. They were trying to arrest him, and
For assaulting a police officer and violating his organized crime probation. What? Bye, Heather. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Yeah, I wish I could win the lottery. Although you gotta, like she said last time, you gotta play it to win it.
I don't even get a number anymore.
Whenever we'd have the Powerball coming through, she would either buy it online or she'd send me to the store to go get some before the drawing. And I think the most I've ever gotten is maybe two numbers. Oh wait, we got 3.
Don't worry, it'll be the same for you. The language will come. The main thing is not to be afraid to speak. Most people and friends would appreciate the effort, just like they did in the U.S.
Yeah,
Brian, bye. Thanks for coming.
I won't be shy. I'll try. I know I'm going to screw up. I'm going to butcher words like you wouldn't believe.
You know that first few times is going to be terrifying.
Well, yeah, you walk in, you tell them bonjour, and then all of a sudden they start talking to you real fast, and you're like,
yeah.
Hello, Noah.
Truly appreciate all the information you put together. It's so helpful and so kind. Thank you. Thank you. That's why we're doing it, because I know we're not the only ones looking. Noah, hi, baby. How are you, honey?
Another thing, too, if there's something we're not putting out on our videos that you all want to see, like, some other information, too, let us know. We had one person that said that she wanted to know about the geopolitical information, and so we started putting that in.
The smaller towns are great, and you can always get away for a weekend or something in the big city. Right. Exactly. Brittany has its own unique culture, and it's close to Mount St. Michael. Yes, it's really touristic place, but for a reason. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm not going to mind some tourists and stuff like that. I mean, I'm going to feel like a tourist when I first go over there.
I just don't want to be in a town where it's just all tourists and then completely dead in the winter when they leave. Can you do a video on how you will navigate healthcare? Yes, we can. Paris is awful unless you're very wealthy and live in the city center. Otherwise, it's just terrible. I actually prefer the suburbs of Chicago over those in Paris, and that says a lot. Oh, yeah. I think I would want to visit Paris, but I in no way, shape, or form could ever live there.
No.
I couldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I have a friend that I work with that lives in Chicago, and he loves it.
Well, we just hired a deputy that just came from Chicago PD. He retired from out there, moved here, and we just hired him on. And whoa, talk about some words. I feel like they speak a different language up there in Chicago.
They're not so nice language.
I was sitting there trying to think of navigating the healthcare system.
How we're gonna work it. Also, Miss Artie Chan, look at I don't know if you watch Baguette Bound or not, but you might check out their channels because they go into depth about the healthcare as well.
Yeah.
Open for you too, but it's hot. What is hot, old guy? Giovanni, it's because in Europe, suburbs are usually for lower class people. In America, it's the complete opposite. Well, then put me in the suburbs in Europe.
Heck yeah, I'll take it. Take a little bit of property with it too, a little land, because my wife wants chickens.
Chickens. You did? Yum. Haley, thank you. I don't know if you guys have La Madeleine anywhere near you, the restaurant. They have these little mini baguettes. Y'all, I could eat so many.
I'll tell you what, she can make some baguettes.
Yeah, but these are, oh gosh, they're good. I made my first ever chocolate meringue pie last night, and it was good. Will you have Medicare? I hear if you opt out and then return to the U.S., you have to pay a penalty to get back in, and that is true.
That is true.
I will probably have. I don't know. I don't think we're going to do it. I think the penalty. Sorry, babe, to interrupt you. Yeah. I think the penalty is like a percentage, and it's spread out over the years. I think I would probably not, and then deal with the penalty if we came back. It's not, the penalty is not enough to make me be nervous and keep paying for it if it's not needed.
I'm not coming back. I mean, once I leave, that's it. We're gone.
Petite Jean. Hi. One advice to learn French first, focus on a lot of the pronunciation sounds of combinations of letters because it differs a lot from English. Yes, it does. Or other Latin languages where each letters are pronounced. I know y'all don't ever pronounce the last letter of a word. Giovanni, in Europe, people prefer to live in the city center for the walkability. Yeah, but we're going to have a car. So
yeah, we're definitely going to get a car.
Brittany can confirm I was there with her in spirit and on the phone. That is not surprising. Oh, God. Message ran out. Read one before. Read one before. Hot. Oh, God. Do not understand. Sorry. 10% additional per year. You are out of the system. The penalty is forever. Yeah. I don't. Well, I don't think we're going to do it. To be honest,
if we were to stay here in the United States, we would not be retiring early. We wouldn't be able to. That's why we're going out there, and that's one of the reasons, because it's a lot more affordable out there. And if we tried to go out there and then come back, we'd probably be homeless. Unless we had some of our kids take us in and pay for us and
y'all
take care of us.
That are on here.
Y'all hear that, right? Just like Haley's going to pay for dinner tonight along with the tips and everything.
Haley suddenly drops off. Oh, message was too long, so it didn't send. I said, small towns are great. I love living in our small Thai village. If you ever want to visit, my door is open, but it's hot.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. That's very nice. Oaxaca. Be careful with the fridge healthcare system. In many places, it's really not great. A lot of my family and friends are struggling with it. Old hospitals, staff shortages. I hear that the hospitals can be old. Same with Italy. I've heard the same thing, that the care is still good, but the facilities are old.
Yeah, and they do say that you've got some wait times and everything, and probably some distance to get to them unless you happen to live close to one. But
wait times. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. I took one of my daughters to the emergency room because she was dying, and she wasn't dying. She had kidney stones. She had her gallbladder taken out, and they left stones. And so anyway, I had to take her to the ER. She was just in so much pain, and we waited for several hours and never even got seen. We ended up leaving. So,
and I've gone in I went in for a kidney stone, as a matter of fact, and God, I hate them things. Gosh, they charged us.
It was a lot.
I mean, it was a lot of money.
Petite Jean, at what age do you retire in the U.S.? Well, I mean, it just depends.
70 is the norm. I'm probably going to be doing it at 65.
I think 67 is full retirement age. Now, y'all quote me if I'm wrong on that. Having a good hospital nearby is one of the criteria for me.
We've got one. We've got one right around the corner.
Which is the one we waited.
Actually, we've got the actual hospital right around, not too far from us, And then we've got a emergency care center right near us too.
So wherever we end up in France, we will make sure that there is hospitals and all of that nearby.
Yeah, it's 67.
We don't want to be in a desert.
Yeah, I don't think I could wait till 67 to go. I mean, we were going over some of our stuff on the computer, and we found out that I could probably get out, a couple of years earlier, and that's what I think we're going to do.
Social Security full retirement is 67 and a half. 70 will get you higher payments. 62 early retirement gets you lower. Yeah, the goal is to go over there on Matt's Social Security and pension, and then I won't have to take mine until 70.
Yeah, but once we start taking hers, then it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, but we'll wait until I'm 70 to take mine.
Yeah, we could live off just mine.
You're correct, Diane. 67. I did it at 62. Here in Sweden is 63 usually, but you can work legally until 69. Here you can work legally
You can work until
you want to.
Yeah, I mean, there is no age requirement.
My mom is 78 and she's working hard. Retirability. Taking it
That's right.
earlier can be a fair trade-off for better quality of life.
Well, also,
Yep.
another thing too, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow or today. I mean, why not go ahead and take it a little bit early? It's not going to hurt. Yeah, it might be a little bit less, maybe a couple $100 less, but
That's mad. It's almost no retirement for industrial workers. Most of them die before 70.
yeah.
Yeah, my mom works way too hard for her age, even though she says she ages in reverse.
You say that too.
I mean, I don't fall off the tree. Congrats, y'all will be so happy. I live in Tennessee. Stop. And visit my brother twice a year in Brittany. I'm moving there in 4 years. Love your cameras closer. Other videos can't see your face. Only the big photo.
What part of Tennessee? Because when we all started talking about retiring, first place was, for us, it was going to be over in the Knoxville area.
We love Tennessee.
But then we got to thinking about Italy, and then Italy went out the picture, and now we're with France, which I'm happier with France.
Okay, old hospitals and not much equipment. Things break down often. Personally, I get better care here in France. It's expensive too. Our salary are very low because of that. Yeah, I've heard that.
I believe that.
Retirability. I've seen too many people work themselves into the ground, retire, and die within a few years. I'd rather be a little less rich and a lot more relaxed.
I hear
Preach,
you.
sister.
I definitely hear you on that.
Franklin is so pretty. Haley, she's in Franklin. That was one of our favorite places.
When we would go out there, I would always want to drive straight through to Knoxville, but someone likes to stop in Franklin and sleep for the night and then go into Knoxville the next morning.
Yeah, after we look around Franklin.
We would stay right there off of 30. Oh, no, wait. Is it 30 or 40?
40.
40.
Oh, God said, y'all look perfectly healthy. I took mine early because
I
God
feel
knows
healthy.
what shape I'll be in at 70. So true. My next door neighbor waited for 70, passed away 2 months after 70. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. I mean, to me, it's ridiculous to wait the whole time.
Yep. Oh, God, I was in the ER on Easter Sunday morning at 5:30. I'm going to enjoy all I can until I can't. You okay?
What happened?
If you want to share with, the world, you're right.
Yeah.
When you have the chance to retire, you shouldn't hesitate. That's right.
Yeah, that's why I want to do it early. And we figured that once we started doing the numbers, we could actually go over there and live off just my salary or my retirement and stuff. That'd be great. Bentonville.
I've lived in Franklin and Bentonville, Tennessee. I love Florida better. Okay, oh God, I'm going to disagree with you on that. I don't like Florida.
I hate Florida.
I don't like it at all.
It's too muggy.
Going shrimping in an hour. There you go. Sonia, you'll get there and I promise you won't want to come back. Sonia, I think you're right.
I know I won't want to come back. I mean, if for some strange reason we can't do it right there in France, then dang it, we're going to start doing this, sort of like some of these other couples. We'll start doing that slow cruising around all of Europe and checking everything out. Once in a while, jump out of the Schengen zone.
Have an amazing birthday. Thank you. One of my relatives moved from.
Move from where? Stop.
Why Europe is a place for you retiring? I heard that lots of U.S. citizens are looking for Central American states like Costa Rica or Panama.
No. Oh, why Europe? No, I don't like Costa Rica or Panama.
Yeah, those aren't. Europe is beautiful. I mean, everything about it is just beautiful. Not only physically, but I mean, the people and everything is just.
We
so
were
nice.
going all. I mean, we had the whole Europe area in mind when Italy went out of it. Because we had our mind made up on that. I mean, we checked into Germany, Switzerland, Greece, Albania,
Portugal,
Spain.
Spain's beautiful.
I mean, we've checked them all, and we keep being pulled right back to France. And then we did a video on pros and cons, and there's too many pros for France, and not very many cons.
Like I said, yes, I'm fine, whatever that means at this point. I hope you're okay. One of my relatives retired from New York to Florida, then moved north again. Just too hot. Yes.
He's not part of the mob, is he?
Stop.
Well, I mean, and it's weird because a lot of these mob shows, the mobsters up there in New York, they end up down in Florida, and then they're back and forth. That was just sort of funny. It reminded me of that.
France is a beautiful country. I'm sure you'll love it, but you will miss the U.S. Of course I will. Personally, I love the U.S., but I'm going back to France when I retire. Yeah.
Well, we'll have all our kids out here, family and grandkids, and that's going to make it hard. But
not the mob. Sorry. Oh God, I had an extreme heat stroke during the earthquake in Thailand, then another Easter Sunday, kind of like an aftershock. I suppose they said all good.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yikes.
I'm so glad that I'm away from the earthquakes, because I was born and raised in Ventura, California, and we had earthquakes all the time.
That was another thing that was worrying me a little bit about Italy. To get the 7%, you had to live in one of the earthquake zones, and that made me a little nervous. Agree on humidity and heat and mugginess, but Florida is a blizzard compared to Thailand.
Bless the AC.
Donna, love y'all. I grew up in Saudi Arabia. We came back to the States, finally settled in Florida. Yuck. I've been trying to talk my husband retiring overseas. You will absolutely love France. I don't blame you one bit. My parents were able to retire early, and now they spend 6 months at home and 6 months traveling around the world, and they love it. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, we watch some different people on videos for YouTube, and these ones that do the slow traveling. They'll stay like maybe a month at a place and then move to another place in a month, and I think that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I feel like I need a home base.
Well, it's like that last couple we were watching the other night. She was talking about how they'll stay for about a month or so, and she'll start feeling like she's at home, and then all of a sudden they up and move, and then she starts feeling like she's at home there, and then they up and move. And I mean, it's. I think I'd probably be too tired from all the moving back around. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see all the different places, though.
Well, that's one good thing about Europe is that you're so close to all of the other.
And it's so cheap
countries.
to travel.
Joan, hi. Hi, Joan. We retired outside of Knoxville. Oh, we love Knoxville.
Yes.
It's one of our very favorite places.
Yeah,
in fact, if we weren't going overseas, we would end up in Knoxville. Leonard, I agree with you. We travel a lot, visiting places for a month at a time, and we want a home base to return to. Yeah, I feel like I would need that. Oh God, no worries. After Iraq in 2003, not much bothers me anymore. Exactly. I have the grandkids and kids to visit, just don't want to live there. Right. Exactly.
If you lived in Iraq, I mean, you could live anywhere. You're tough.
That's one thing about Portugal that I don't know why. It just looks like it's hot.
Spain was one we looked into. One of the it's a beautiful place.
Mhm.
It is a good place. The only thing is if you want to do the citizenship, they want you to renounce your citizenship with the United States. We're not doing that.
Well, you can do both. Have a home in France and travel through Europe or all the Mediterranean. Thing is that we'll be going over on a retirement visa. So,
well, we'll end up with a place over there, and then we'll be doing some traveling.
Travel through Europe or the Mediterranean is good. Northern Portugal is cool, but often wet. I don't know why Portugal just looks hot to me. I know it's not. Seeing as a Frenchman living in the countryside, Dordogne, I can say that the healthcare system could still be improved.
Well, as a Frenchman living in Dordogne, I am very jealous of you.
I now come in to take care of Mom. She just turned 87, so I do 7 months here and 5 months Thailand until I don't have to anymore. But for example, after words are hard. After detecting a problem, it only took a week to access all of the tests. Well, that's good.
Well, this is back to this one right here, the one about
Sorry, y'all, George.
The one about the Dordogne and the healthcare system. I'm going to tell you right now, y'all might think that your healthcare system is a little bit broken. It might be, but you come out here to the United States, and I mean, it's expensive. It's
so bad.
Ridiculously expensive, and I can't wait to get away from it. I mean, honestly.
Perfect example. And less than a month later, my chemotherapy started. For your information, my illness is covered at 100%. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And diabetes, I'm diabetic, so diabetes, and that's also covered at 100%
well,
too.
On the baguette bound, Jason has diabetes, and he's thankful for the health system over there.
Good luck with your project. I'm delighted to welcome you here. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's almost coffee time. I have a problem, y'all, with coffee.
Yes.
It's so good.
And she wonders why we have to keep buying it.
We go through a lot of coffee. Well, we got an espresso machine, and it was the best money I've ever spent. I would gladly do it again. I love it. And so now I look forward to my coffee all the time.
As a matter of fact,
you can't see it. Your chair's in the way. There it is.
Right here is the espresso machine.
Best money I ever spent. I will do it again when we get over there.
I look forward to my days off because I can have a cup of coffee. I can't drink it on the days I work.
So we have an espresso. This is a Breville espresso, but we do have an espresso too. And it was good until we got this one. And now I won't go back to an espresso. No. In fact, I'm trying to sell mine.
As a matter of fact, I was going to say our Nespresso machine is out in the garage, and we're trying to sell it.
Well, I'm French also, and I'm pretty happy with the healthcare system compared to other countries, apart from the dentist. So how is, now we know about the healthcare part, but how is the dental? How does that work out there? Because I have the world's worst teeth.
Well,
my wife has an espresso machine. Best thing ever.
I love that machine. I'd like to do the upgrade, the one that packs it itself.
Yeah, once we got the espresso machine, we went camping. Not really camping, it's glamping, I guess you would say. And we took the Nespresso because you never know, right, what kind of coffee they're going to have. So we took the Nespresso machine, and once we met, we were like, no.
I was not happy with the Nespresso.
The dentist cost is more reliant on your mutual. Yeah. I've heard that. I just didn't know if it was like super expensive for dental there. It's still probably cheaper than this. I told my dentist last time I went that I have now put at least one of his kids through college with the amount of money I've had to spend with him.
Yeah, it's just medical and dental out here is just ridiculous. Do you have a France scouting trip planned? And what part of the country are you considering? We don't we don't have a planned trip right now. Like we were saying before, our areas that were, as of this point, we love Brittany and Normandy. We also like the South area around Dordogne, Haute-Vienne, stuff like that. But and Charente too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Charente too.
Yeah, they got Robbie and Lisa down there.
A visit to the dentist cost me around 90 euros in between healthcare and private insurance. I have zero left to pay. Well, there you go. $90 is not bad.
It's better than here. You'd be paying, well, it'd be a whole lot more than 90 euros.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think 90 euros, isn't that maybe about 120 or 110?
I don't know, but I had to go not that long ago and I had to get an implant, one, and then I got a crown all in the same visit, and that was like $3,700.
Have we paid off my hospital bill yet?
Yeah.
Oh, we did? Yeah, I went in and they did some x-rays on me and come back to the house just to find out that my stone passed and
Do you mind? Do you mind?
no, I'm talking about through my stomach.
TMI. Jeez Louise. God, we're like those old people that we're going to start talking about our illnesses.
Hey, we're live.
Jeez.
Put it out there.
No, let's not put that out there. Medical tourism is huge. With France as home base, search some other countries for cost of dental medical procedures. You can always take a med vacation since you're already over that direction. I had never thought of that.
What is it? I didn't understand that.
He's saying go somewhere else for certain medical procedures. Example, Thailand had 2 crowns done for $300. An implant costs around $1,500. They're not covered by healthcare, but with a good mutual, the remaining cost for me is $200. Dang!
I also heard people leaving the United States to go like to some places for medical procedures, and they never came back.
What? Stop.
Well, an implant costs around 1,500 euros.
That's still,
They're
oh
not
my
covered by healthcare.
gosh.
It's a lot better than here. The mutual, the remaining cost is 200 euros.
Naomi went to Mexico for a medical procedure. I hear people do it all the time. I've had a completely different experience with the healthcare system in France. To me, it's a full-blown crisis. My mother-in-law's a nurse. Maybe I was just unlucky. I don't know.
It could be. I mean, because we've gotten a lot of positive feedback on the healthcare over there from a lot of people.
I know it's ranked very high.
Yes. I mean, you mentioned health. You mentioned healthcare, and Europe with France and stuff like that comes up as top notch.
Generally, healthcare is good, but for dentists, you can have some bad surprises. Daughter travels to visit me in Thailand because her meds there are cheaper than the U.S. and her entire trip and staying with me is cheaper than buying meds in the U.S. Now, that is sad. I mean, great that you get to visit your daughter, but how sad is it that it's cheaper to take a trip to Thailand than it is to buy your meds? Something's wrong. but we won't go into that. No politics.
I've lived in the U.S. for almost 40 years. Healthcare has become a nightmare. As long as medical care is profit-based system, we're all always going to be on the losing end.
Amen.
Yeah, that's a truth if I've ever seen it. I mean, there's some words I have for the healthcare system out here, and I can't say them on the air, but I mean, they do stuff to you with that. Charge you way too much.
Man, it's pretty out there. I had, totally not France related, I had Chat GPT do I sent it, I uploaded a picture of my backyard and I asked it to landscape my backyard. Stop.
It looked good.
Agreed. Yeah, it did. Oh man, it was pretty cool. That was before our old guy that I made the new Matt Man. That is hysterical.
Yeah, we're gonna try to stick this new Matt Man AI form of me in one of our videos coming up.
Very good. We are looking forward to moving to France for retirement next fall. Our biggest challenge is where to settle first. Also, yes, we think we focused down to Alsace. How do you say that? Is it Alsace? Alsace? Spending 2 weeks there in October, November. Regardless of how you pronounce it, it's beautiful. It's stunning. To be honest, you need to have the right information around me. There are 3 hospitals. One is to be avoided, the other average, the third excellent. But I imagine that's the case in many places.
Isn't it Alsace?
Alsace. I had my EpiPen refilled in France last summer. It was 90 euros. In the US, my copay with good insurance is 350. The medical care in France is hands down better, no comparison.
See, we'd like to hear that stuff right there.
That's awesome, Terry, that you get to go in October, November. What a pretty time of year to be there.
I think at this point, any time would be good to go there. I mean, if I was able to take off right now and go, I would go right now for a trip. Just to go. I'd have my bags packed tonight, ready to go.
Hi. Buletzi?
Is it Buletzi?
Yeah, I'm trying to let my vacation build up because I want to add the week to the beginning and the end of my sabbatical so I can be off for 6 weeks.
I'm maxed out on my vacation time right now. Ever so often, I'll take a day off here or there just so I can burn some off.
I like your channel. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Giovanni, just in time for Christmas market. Stop.
God, I love watching the Christmas videos of that. I mean, they know how to decorate places over there.
Our little sweet downtown does Christmas up. It's really cute. Oops, have to go. But if you choose France, be sure you'll be warmly welcomed. Thank you,
Sienna.
Honestly, I would just put a few items in a shopping bag and then I would go. They have markets all over there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have a scouting trip this September focusing on Montpellier, and much of that time we'll be visiting stables where we will be able to put our horses when we do move. So you have horses. Where are you now? You plan to come to France before moving? Yes. Where will you go first to visit? Probably Brittany and Normandy, then to Burgundy.
And if you're in Sacramento, how much is that going to cost to take them horses over there? That's going to be expensive, isn't it?
He's like, so? My horses. Yeah, we're still trying to debate the car thing. Probably won't take it, but
I would love to take her. I'd love to take that car.
whoa.
Oh,
Yikes.
yeah. That's a lot of money right there.
I'm glad you love your horses.
Golly.
Ooh. Take some umbrellas with you then. My wife won't go without them. I have a friend of mine that loves her horses like that too.
We've got people that they wouldn't even leave their dogs or cats behind. I just don't see George making that trip. He gets, when we get him in my vehicle, you know, he can last for a little bit, but then he starts getting car sick, and he wouldn't be able to make it over there, even if you tried to drug him.
You can send them through FedEx. Horses? What?
I never heard of that.
We have visited during Christmas markets in several places in Germany and Strasbourg. Can't wait to live there and explore. Yes.
Germany looks nice during the holidays.
Oh, Huck, I have to go now. All of us, both of you, have been following. Oh, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Horses fly first class. Big package for a horse. Looking forward to a scouting trip at the end of October, staying with the folks from A New Life in France. Oh, I love them. We're trying to set something up there.
Oh, is that
yeah, Richard and Maria.
Richard and Maria?
Yeah, he said with a little planning, we're gonna try to do something with that.
Yeah, we've got several people that we're going to be trying some different things with that we've been in touch with, and I just can't wait. I mean, that this channel here, I mean, we've had a fun time with it, and we've made a lot of, I'm going to call them friends. I mean, even though we haven't met in person, but it has been great. I mean, I can't wait to get out there. And
you guys tell Richard and Maria we said hi. We're trying. We definitely want to get out there.
Go out to the lot.
There's your lot in the lot. They're so sweet.
Yeah, I was laughing at their singing video.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny.
Germany is awesome.
Yes, it is. But I think it's a little expensive too.
Yeah, we follow a guy that he is just all things Germany, and he loves it. And I hear it's beautiful.
We're definitely going to go up there and visit. Take a little trip up there. Will you do some reactive Americans? What?
Will you do some reactive American and France videos once we get there? Chateau
when we go out there this next year, if that's during her sabbatical, if we can go out there, we're going to definitely be doing some filming.
Absolutely. Chateau Tales is taking a few dogs from Canada to France, and that's a fortune too. Did y'all hear that? Retire. Oh, that's Canada. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking.
That's what.
That's who I thought it was. I was thinking.
No, from Americans already in France. We can. Beautiful spot Richard and Maria have there on the river. Isn't it beautiful? It really is. Maybe that can be one place we'll stay when we go out there. We'll see.
I really start to wonder if Richard's ever going to get that yacht thing, the yacht club thing that he was wanting to do.
I don't know.
If he's ever going to get it going.
Yeah, guys, y'all need to see. We talked about that on video. That
y'all
hate that. No, y'all need to retire boldly. Alaska to France. They're making comments on here as well. They're doing the same thing we are. So y'all should follow their channel as well.
Yeah, we watched their video today about them doing what is it, 7th and 8th grade?
Yeah,
Has
survival.
survival trips.
Golly, we couldn't do that in this county. Absolutely
You
not.
do that out. You do a survival trip out here. You've got gators. You've got water moccasins.
You got people.
You got complete idiots out here that
Sorry for my English. I'm French. You are doing just fine. We'll have to have an expat convention one day. Yes, that would be so much fun. Thanks. I'll take a bear any day before a snake.
I'm terrified of
Matt
snakes.
says don't even call him. If there's a call and it's regarding a snake, they've called the wrong deputy because he's not going to do it.
Oh, they've called me on the radio just to get my reaction. And it was funny because my sergeant got on the radio and he said, County, he said, did you advise a snake in the house? And they said 10-4. And he goes, he said, just assign me to that and I'll take it. He'll go in and pick up a snake. I mean, but me, I even told him, I said, I'm going to stay outside with the family and make sure that they're okay. I actually said that on the radio. You are friends.
I'm Greg. 45 years Department of Defense, 25 years overseas doing stuff for the government. Bless your heart. And now just enjoying being outside. That's what I'm talking about. Have you begun French lessons? Not formal lessons, but on the apps. We've started that, yes. But he said, get on the ground. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Taser, taser, taser.
Yeah, if we ever get out there, Greg, then
To Thailand?
Well, if we get out to France and you're able to take a hike and go somewhere, if you want to come out there and stay, we're hoping to have at least 1 or 2 extra bedrooms.
Maybe.
That's my plan. With a swimming pool, chickens.
I don't need a pool. I will take the chickens.
No, we don't have to have a pool.
Stop resisting. Now that's going to be in my head.
On this thing way over.
You are welcome in France. Merci beaucoup.
So we've gotten a lot of, and I've said this over and over. We've gotten a lot of people that live over in France that have told us, we're welcome over there, and they'd be happy to have us over. And I mean, these stereotypes that a lot of people over here have of the French, it's ridiculous. We've come across a lot of nice people.
It's the Americans that were so hateful.
Yeah.
We like nice people.
We try to be nice. We're goofy, but we're nice.
That's what one person said. They were like, we're glad that you don't take the bloopers out. I mean, why? They're funny. We do take some of them out, though, but I try to leave the funny ones in. And you two are funny. Thank you.
It's only whenever she's giving me a hard time.
Pretty much. See what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
She's using my words pretty much.
She's using my words. You would be able to tell that I'm the Texan and he's from California. You're everything.
Well, my mom's from Texas. My dad's from Arkansas.
There it is.
They all met in California.
Go ahead and the table.
And I come back here to Texas.
I insist, but you need to learn first the 20-30 sounds that are particular to French, like on, etc. before trying to learn grammar. Yep. Personally, in my journey with the Swedish language, I became confident after months of living there. Until you aren't forced to talk, it's hard to absorb it. I agree.
One of the things about the words, I was just reading that, is I don't know when to put the ES on the end or the E and then or without the E, and it gets confusing sometimes. You got to do the masculine and the feminine spelling.
Not afraid to be a little cold in Brittany and Normandy then? No. We live in hell right now, so cool is not going to bother us.
No, I'll live with some rain. Rain doesn't bother me. I mean, the last several days it's been nothing but me working out in rain and mud, and it's as long as it's not like the heat out here, I'll be good. See, the one thing about being out in the cold and the heat, you can put more clothes on to warm up. Can't take the clothes off during the summertime.
Legally.
Yeah, legally. You can if you want, but
after the rain, the sun comes back fast in this area generally. Okay. Yeah, people take their clothes off out here all the time. Illegally.
you get too many calls of that kind of stuff going on.
It's like, why? And I don't, never mind. I guess I don't need to know what the thinking, what the mentality of that is. But then I think, well, probably drugs, but
It's a lot of it is that.
I just couldn't imagine. It's never going to be like where you are, which personally I feel as if it's the face of the sun. How do you stand it? Here in Texas, it sucks. This time of year sucks.
What was funny was whenever we first met, I was driving a little Ford Ranger pickup truck. Probably for about 4 or 5 years, I had that truck, and it had no AC. And she couldn't understand how I was driving that truck from here to there and everything. So she told me that while we were dating, she said, "We're going to get you a new vehicle."
That's when he said, "Okay, I'll marry you." What I find most amazing in living away is meeting the locals so kind, and for Thailand, so caring and loving on their kids and elderly. Brazil was where I was born. Same way. Oh, you were born in Brazil. I didn't know that. And
the crepes
are really tasty. I bet they are. I agree with you. I escaped from the Sicily dream I cannot stand the heat, but I love Sicily. I feel like I would suffer the heat for Sicily.
What are those other things that on the crepes? What are the other things that they call the ones up there in Normandy and Brittany that are real popular? Not the crepes, but
Autumn said you should be aware that lots of homes and apartments in France have no AC. 100% understand that. No one in Thailand thinks about putting mom and dad in a home. Listen, girls, because mine said they're definitely putting me in a home. It's our job to take care of the elderly. Well, it's not a problem if you mix between the masculine and feminine, but it's a problem if you're not able to pronounce them properly. Old people won't understand you.
Buckwheat.
You have a strong English accent. We have a strong redneck accent.
That's it. Galettes.
Yes, galettes.
That.
Terry said, we're in Arizona. We will not miss living in an oven. Amen. You get it. You know. Buckwheat.
Yeah, I want to try those galettes too, because I heard they were good.
A lot of seafood too.
I don't mind seafood.
Shady Pines, what?
And I am going to try the snails. I'm going to do it.
Brittany, that better not be the name of a home.
What?
Shady Pines. We were talking about put people in a home, and she came up with that. That better not be a home. It's typically the same crepes, but with Saracen.
What is Saracen?
Anytime you see food, you eat it. Do you know me? Because sounds about right.
Now I'll eat just about anything. No, I don't know. I don't eat.
Old
I don't
folks'
eat
home
it
where
whenever
Dorothy
I see
sent
it.
Sophia that burned down in the Golden Girls. Stop. I knew it had to be something old folks' home related.
But we had last live video. We had some people ask if we had a PO box to send some stuff. You know, I guess French snacks from out there that they wanted to send some out for me to
You placing
try.
an order?
No, I'm just saying we did get a PO box, and she put the information on the website.
He's placing an order.
And I will try the snacks. If we get some, I will try them live on air, no matter what they are. Okay. I will try them live on air.
Notice Diane didn't say she would. So just know that. Snails are very easy to eat. Don't worry. They're no. Mm-mm.
I told her I was going to put one right here between my teeth. And
Mm-mm. No, sir.
I heard that garlic butter sauce with the snails is really good.
I'll just have the garlic butter. I can't translate Saracen. I'll have to look that up. Let me get my phone. I'll do it.
Okay. That is good to know. No disgusting taste. I just seen everyone's facial expressions when they try them on the videos, and I haven't seen anyone yet not like them. You have to try it if you want to do the full immersion. Oh, I'm going to try it. It's her. She's the one that says she's not going to do it. Snails are great. The garlic butter sauce with some bread. Yeah. Sop it up with that bread.
Buckwheat. Saracen is buckwheat.
Oh, yeah. Someone else said that right there.
Buckwheat, yeah.
David Ryle said buckwheat.
They are kind of fried, so it's okay. You have to try it if you want to do the full immersion. I don't have to try it. I'm not.
Don't tell her she has to.
I don't have to do nothing.
Because then she's going to get
Snails are great. The
started.
garlic butter sauce with some bread makes them. I'll eat the butter sauce and the bread. Lots of times snails are breaded and look like popcorn chicken. Eat. Okay.
See, someone
She
even
has to test the garlic butter with it at least. There you go.
Oh, she'll try the garlic butter with the bread. She'll do that, but she will not put a snail in her mouth.
No, go.
I
Okay.
will.
Slippery. Exactly. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I can't remember where that's from though.
Yeah, the last live we did, people got into talking about eating frog legs, which I've had.
Snails are cooked
tastes
before
like
putting
chicken.
back in the shell with the garlic butter.
I like
can't.
frog legs. Now, the one thing that you've had that I haven't is gator.
Gator's good.
I haven't had gator.
Happens all the time. Brittany, help me. I cannot. What am I missing? It's like a chewing gum texture with garlic. See? No. Oh, there it is. There it is.
You're not supposed to say stuff like that. You're supposed to say, "Oh, it's really easy to eat."
Like chewing gum texture with garlic butter.
Now she's definitely not going to try it.
Oh, definitely wasn't going to anyway.
You need to do it for the camera at least.
No, I don't. Do it for the tubes. You do it for the tubes. Lionel, have you seen this site and video important Escape to France video? So you're going to see house in the real France, small village in Charente.
We watch Escape to France.
Oh, Rob.
Charente, Rob and Lisa. We watch them all the time.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we watched them this morning.
We want to do a video with Rob and Lisa.
I just want to go meet them.
We're doing one with Janice.
Yeah.
Janice
from
Janice in France.
Janice in France. She's wanting to do a video with us sometime in June.
Haley says it's more like a liver texture. Haley, have you had it? If you have, let me know. Baguette bound is great too. Yes, they are.
Yes. As a matter of fact, right, she's talking about baguette bound. Yeah. Raina, she used to live in the area where we live now, and we've talked to her and Jason on the text back and forth. And
I was fixing to say, Brittany, why are you answering for her?
we were gonna meet. We were supposed to meet up with them possibly in July when they came out here, but they're not gonna be able to come out.
But let's see. Is the man. You said she.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you can eat a mussel and garlic wine sauce, you can eat. I love mussels.
I
I will eat
love-
mussels.
I love mussels and oysters. It's getting.
Oh gosh.
We've been on here for an hour and a half.
Oh, okay, we're about to go. And yes to frog legs, gator, rattlesnake.
Crawfish. Yes.
Oh my gosh, we went to Oklahoma, and Matt was the only one. He wanted some crawfish so bad. Oh, he got it in this place. It was so bad.
We were up at
We were in Beaver's Bend.
Beaver's Bend with some friends from Waco,
Oh,
and I wanted some crawfish so bad, and this place said that they had some, so they brought it out, and this was the most rotten crawfish.
and once you smell that,
And after I ate a couple, because I was thinking, well, maybe it was just me, and I went delving into it, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, this is not right. It's not tasting right. I told the waitress. She came back, and I said, did you not smell this at all when you put this down at the table? And she came over and smelled it, and she was like, no, I did not, and that is not any good.
oh my gosh. See, prime example. This is here in our town. This is someone got caught. I wonder if I can put it on here. You see this? Somebody done got naked
That's a pair of pants with a belt laying on the ground.
all the time. Yes, I have joined some Facebook groups, and so the reason I pulled my phone out is because I wanted to give them a couple really quick before my mind just.
See, that's what I like. I'll eat everything. I mean, I'm not a bit. I don't eat a whole lot, but I'll definitely try new stuff.
Okay,
I'm
so
not scared of it.
I'm gonna. Yeah, it's retire boldly. Yes, everybody's hot. Okay, so to answer the question about some of the Facebook groups, Americans retiring in France is one. Americans in France is another. Expat life in France is another. I know, that's what I said. Apparently everyone's too hot to wear clothes. And then a lot of property ones. And then the Les Frenchies is another one, which, I mean, they also have a channel, but they also have a Facebook group as well. So that's just a couple of them. Now try sweetbreads. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I already know what that is.
What is sweetbread?
I'm not doing it.
What is it?
It's organs. Some type of organs. Is it like it looks disgusting. With
Okay.
good sauce, everything is good.
Heck yeah.
Everybody is too hot to wear clothes there. Yep.
Well, especially when they're
Told y'all.
Especially when they're on drugs.
That's all the time.
And it's mostly down in the south part. I work north, but I don't have to always deal with it. Now I get my fair share of some fools, but it's mostly down south.
I gotta see what exactly sweetbreads are made from. It's
sad about you're talking about the people using the drugs. Oh, they're putting it up here.
there it is. I told you it's an organ. I'm quit streaking. Everyone's doing it. I'm going stricken in the quad. Don't try beef tongue. Would not. Absolutely not. Brain.
I'm definitely going to be trying the snails.
I'm not.
You can't tell me it's tongue. If you put it in front of me, you can't tell me that.
You just had a tongue. Just at Easter, you tried it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, but it was all shredded.
Ugh, disgusting. Yes, it is sad.
We went over to my daughter's house for Easter, and they had this ground up meat over here. This is all for the tacos and everything, and ground up meat over here. And one of the ground up meats was actually tongue, and I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I made me a couple of tacos with it.
Enough good things to try before strange ones. They live in Texas, bet they've had lingua and a taco, but I have not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's people hooked on drugs. We had a guy yesterday that I really felt sorry for. He was up in my area, and he was jumping in and out of traffic, and we ended up having to take him over to Glen Oaks Hospital for a medical evaluation.
If you try the tongues, go for snails. It's much less disgusting. I used to work in a grocery store many moons ago, and they sold the beef tongues, and I wouldn't even scan them. I couldn't touch them. I'm not doing it. Sweetbreads, it's brain. Doesn't. Oh,
No.
y'all don't be talking about that, because y'all gonna be ruining my Mexican food for tonight. And I'm excited about it.
And plus, a lot of things too. I'll try stuff, and I apparently will, because I had tongue for Easter weekend, but you can't tell me what they are. You have to just put it in front of me and let me decide for myself if I'd like the taste.
Rognons. What's that?
What are rognons?
I had horse in Russia. I heard there were places that eat horses. It's not just Russia. Is it Italy? Someone else. Is it Sicily? Someone else. They eat horse. Rognons. What is that? See, now you're making me look everything up. Kidney. Ew. France too, you can find horses some places.
Veal kidney.
Veal kidney. Well, guys, we have kept y'all long enough. If y'all want to send them some snacks, send them some snacks.
I will do a full video on me just eating snacks, and she can feed them to me.
That just took a whole different turn. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend. We are gonna let y'all go. I need coffee.
We appreciate every one of you showing up and asking questions, or telling us about your side of the comments and everything.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Old guy, it was good to hear from you. Stay well. It's good to hear from all of y'all. He's one of the OGs.
And y'all need to move over and go talk to Retired Boldly, Alaska to France.
Yeah.
Go over there and see them.
They're doing the same thing.
They'll show you how to make some good drinks.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And bring in my fantastic humor and personality. Bye, y'all.